Hey everybody, it's Cyborg. Thanks for tuning in. I am going to be breaking down the Season 2 of Mortal Kombat 1. So we're going to go over some of the new content. I'll kind of break down the good, the bad, the ugly, my thoughts on it basically. I'm not going to go super in depth and go over every little detail because there's, some patch changes and stuff like that. We don't really need to go over every little thing like that. Those notes are online, but I will break down my thoughts on just kind of the more overarching what's new about the game, what you have to be excited for, maybe some disappointments, and I'll be covering all my thoughts on all of that. So thanks for tuning in. I would greatly appreciate if you would like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, because we cover all things Mortal Kombat. We have for 9 years now, and we'll continue doing so going into the future. That being said, let's dive into it. So the theme this time for Season 2, Nitara is the boss. She's the invading force for invasions. We're getting Omni-Man in the combat pack he just released a couple days ago, as well as we're getting Tremor here very soon in the next few days, I believe November 20th. So that's kind of the character and the cameo that we have new to play with. Unfortunately, they are not free editions. A lot of times with live service games, they kind of give you the cream of the crop, the main like meat and potatoes. They give you that for, what am I doing all these food analogies? I'm thinking it's Thanksgiving, coming up. So maybe that's on my brain. That being said, a lot of games will do for their like live service games. The free stuff they give you is the real substantial stuff for gameplay purposes, like new maps and new modes. That's the free stuff, and then you pay for like new cosmetics. They kind of bring you back to the game, and then you pay for the fun little cosmetics if you're having fun with the game again. I think that's kind of like the marriage for most of these things, but in this case it's not, which is very strange to me, because you would think with a lot of the way they're handling things with kind of the more egregious costs of like the cosmetics that we've seen in the store, and I'll talk a little bit more about that, but I've already talked so much about that, so I don't want to beat a dead horse. But that being said, it's weird to me that the combat pack costs money. Like the character and the cameo costs money. You would think that would be something they supply for free. And then the cosmetics would, the cost of the cosmetics would make a little bit more sense. But that is not the case. So that is strange to me. But unfortunately, that's just the way it is. And that's the way it's going to continue to be most likely. That being said, what's new about Season 2? Well, you got a new invasion, kind of. In a way, because you have one new mesa, and then all the previous mesas have been kind of retooled, new pathways, but it's still the same mesas. So it's going to be, I feel like it's more of the same. So if you absolutely loved Invasion and like you want to spend all your time in that and you couldn't get enough of it, you beat it and you're just like, I want to keep playing this more and more and more of this, then you're probably happy with what we're getting. But if you kind of were looking forward to Season 2 for like a new way to play the game, some new unique modes, or something to really kind of reinvigorate the fun of the game for you, I feel like it's kind of a mixed bag, because Omni-Man, if you bought the combat pack, Omni-Man and Tremor are going to provide some new gameplay if you are excited about those characters. If you're not excited about those characters, you really only have invasions and some new skins and recolors of skins to look forward to. So that being the case, I mean, I guess that's cool. It's kind of exciting. Let's take a look here. I'm gonna go through some of it. So if we go into, let's look at the shop here. So let's see some of these kind of like the new seasonal stuff that we can get. All right, so this is strange to me, and we'll get to the store premium items here in a second, but notice how these 3 skins are the seasonal items for the store, like the seasonal item store that you can go. So if I open this up, right, seasonal items, Season of the Blood Moon. The menu features season-inspired items available to purchase for each character. Items can be purchased with seasonal credits, which can be earned throughout the game. Look at the 3 that they put for the face of this season. We have Li Mei, Nitara, and Ashra. Awesome. I like these characters. I love these characters. Awesome. Great. These skins actually look kind of cool. So I'm excited to do this. So I just got to get some seasonal credits to get these, right? Well, if I go in here, okay, I want to get that Ashra one. Well, that's not in here. Weird. Okay. Let's try Li Mei. No, that's not the one that's on that banner. And then Nitara. Nope. So these are just like kind of recolored versions of the skins we already had for these characters. So where are these ones? I guess it's not going to show me that banner anymore, but where are the ones there? Oh, they're in Combat League online. Why is that the banner for the seasonal item store? It's like they took the best ones, made that look like you get them with seasonal credits, but you can't. You have to play Combat League to get them. And you have to get Elder God status to get this awesome Li Mei skin. Holy cow. If you're not a ranked player, how disappointing is that the coolest skin that they're offering is you gotta grind ranked mode in Combat League. That toxic sweat pool of players, and that sounds frustrating. But I mean, if you're a super competitive player, that's cool. You have something to look forward to. I totally get it from that point of view as well. But for anybody that doesn't want to do that, why did they make it's just misleading to me to make that the banner for the seasonal store? Am I wrong for that? Like making that the seasonal banner for the store and putting the 3 coolest skins I feel like offered for this season are specific to Combat League. So that feels kind of, I don't like that. I think going forward, they really need to change that. Don't make that the seasonal store if you can't actually get them through the seasonal store. So that is rough. I don't like that at all. As far as invasions goes, I told you, like, it's just kind of like a remixed version of what was already there. As my understanding is they haven't added, like, look at the mesas offered here. It's the same stuff. We got Natara as the boss this time, which is cool. We got one new mesa location, but for the rest of it, it's just going through what we already did, just with new pathways. Like, but I mean, why does that matter? Like, I don't even remember most of the pathways of before, so they could have not changed anything, and it wouldn't have felt that similar to me, I guess, because the game itself is similar. You know, it's doing kind of what we already did. So I feel like this is a disappointment for me. But like I said, if you absolutely loved Invasions mode, you know, maybe this is enough for you. I just hope going forward with future seasons, and it could be a case where they just haven't hit their stride yet. A lot of games that are live service like this, it takes them a few seasons, probably not until season 4 or 5, honestly, until they're really going to hit their stride and start offering some of their best content, and the shop and all of that will kind of balance out, hopefully, and they start listening to feedback and accounting for that and offer better stuff, better rewards to keep players more engaged. So I wouldn't let this season necessarily be the ultimate dictator of what's to come, you know, what to expect. I hope it gets better from here, because so far, like, if I were to grade this season, it would be like a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10 in terms of excitement, I guess. Because once again, you gotta pay for the best stuff, you know? You can't... The Omni-Man Tremor, you gotta pay for those. The best skins, in my opinion, are things you have to pay for as well. Let's go to the shop real quick. So they've done a lot of quality of life improvements, which I appreciate. So that's a big pro, is that they're taking feedback and in regards to quality of life. Look at the little like symbol up in the top left. That means these are like a little star symbol. That means they're shop exclusives. As you can see down at the bottom, it tells you that. That's what that symbol means. So Deadly Alliance Sub-Zero, you know you have to get him in the shop. Same with Omni-Man's voice. Why that doesn't come with the character that you're paying for is beyond me. I think they did the same thing with Mortal Kombat 11 and RoboCop, from my understanding, so I guess that shouldn't be super surprising, but it's still disappointing nonetheless. Then you have in the rotating shop, okay, so this you can get from the shrine, great. This you can get from the shrine, also great, awesome, but not not Deception Li Mei. Disappointing. The coolest things. I mean, Sub-Zero, I don't absolutely love the way this has been implemented. It looks a little bit different from Deadly Alliance. Something just looks off about it, if I'm being picky. But I mean, I guess I can be picky because they're selling it for $10. You know what I mean? So we deserve to be picky and for it to be exactly the way it was. It feels more inspired by Deadly Alliance rather than one-to-one. So yeah, I don't know, man. It sucks that the best items are continually being left for paid cosmetics. And this is not that this isn't cool. I do like this katana outfit. This is the one from story mode. It seems like there's a trend here where the stuff that we see in story mode, all those outfits that were already probably on the disc and ready to go, those are the things that they're saving to put in the shrine. And then maybe some of the stuff that they hadn't finished yet or they held back or whatever, is going on. Those are the ones they're selling at a premium. So these prices still need to come down. I'm not going to go on a long rant. I've already made an hour-long video on it. Another, talked about it for another 18 minutes. I'm not going to continue to do that. But I will say these prices still need to come down. They put out a tweet saying, oh, we're listening to you. We always value your feedback. We're always listening to what people are saying in regards to Mortal Kombat. And, like this nice heartfelt thing saying that they listen to us and our feedback in regards to the fatality for the Halloween bundle and how they're, if you bought that already, they're coming out with a Thanksgiving and Christmas one. And if you already bought the Halloween one for $10, then you're going to get the other two for free. So I'm assuming that's going to be a bundle of all three of them for $10 if you haven't already purchased it, which is better. It comes out to be, like $350, $325, $333, blah, 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 for per fatality, which is definitely an improvement, but it's still, I feel like those things should be free. Those should be free with this, like the seasonal events, you know what I mean? Like that should be free just for playing the game during the season, turning on the game and enjoying the content. And that's kind of my big gripe here is like with other games, with like Call of Duty, Rocket League, so on and so forth, Halo, like the core content that refreshes the experience and gives you more to play and pulls you back to keep, come back and play. That's the stuff that they give you for free, and then they sell you the cosmetics for a premium in the shop. I feel like they're doing both here. They're double dipping. And I talked about that before, how it's a full-priced game, full-price DLC with the combat pack, and they're selling, the premium cosmetics on top of it. It's kind of like the free-to-play model, but none of it was free to play. It's all really strange to me. It feels very backwards, and it just feels disjointed. They want to have their cake and eat it too, and I don't think that's right. I think that's egregious, and I want to see these prices come down. Or if you don't want to change these prices, the combat pack should have been free, the characters should have been free, and then you can sell these as a way to get your money. But they're doing both. Anyways, that needs to change. That's very disheartening as a Mortal Kombat fan. It feels like I'm just a piggy bank at this point. It feels like I am just a way to squeeze money out of. It feels like as a fan, they are saving these retro outfits. They are playing up on nostalgia to get the money out. Like instead of giving you the nostalgia outfits for free, they're putting those ones for a premium price, $10 a pop, which is worth more than a character. It makes zero sense. Oh, yeah, it's just baffling. But anyways, so yeah, a lot of confusion I think I have over, like I said, the banner here showing off these as seasonal items when they're not. Not to suggest that, there's not some cool stuff in here. I do like, this looks cool. I like this, It definitely looks better than the McDonald's Season 1 outfits, so there's that. It's cool to see all the DLC characters on the select screen, so looking forward to that. From what I've heard, Omni-Man is super badass and super fun to play, and that is awesome. I haven't tried him yet myself. I'm not super into Omni-Man, but the fact that all those people that are super pleased with the way he plays and are having a blast playing him, I love hearing that. That's great. So it's not to imply that all of this is bad or anything. Like I said, it's a real mixed bag. I think there's some pros here, there's some cons, and some that kind of meet in the middle. I hope going forward, I hope we get more substance with our seasonal updates. I hope we get more of a reason to tune in to play without having to spend money, additional money, and let us have fun and play the game and give us more ways to play the game. Give us, new things. On our Discord in the community, we were talking about how cool it would be to have like a slot machine to play instead of just the shrine, or a blackjack table where you can play blackjack with friends online, and maybe the collector's the dealer and you can get different decks of cards themed around different realms and different character factions in the Mortal Kombat. Like just different ways to play the game. Think back to like Puzzle Fighter and Chess Combat and stuff like that. Like give us more side modes and stuff like that to enjoy the Mortal Kombat world without always having to just play one-on-one fighting. You know what I mean? So I think that's what the game is sorely lacking, is more ways to just enjoy the game, especially like online multiplayer is missing a lot. You can't even practice with a friend online. You can't, we don't even know what the warrior shrine is yet. So there's a lot of stuff like that that just feels missing right now, lacking on content. It feels unfinished. And with the seasonal updates, I hope we get more like substantial improvements with the actual substance and content within the game, rather than just more of the superficial stuff like skins and outfits. You know, skins and outfits are cool. The dressing absolutely matters. And, you know, I like the skins and the outfits and stuff like that. But if you're kind of burnt out on like the gameplay, those aren't going to rejuvenate your interest. You know what I mean? They're neat, they're fun, they're cool. It's like a cherry on top, but they're not going to make or break the game. I think more ways to play and have fun. Hopefully with, like I said, future seasons, once they've hit their stride, I hope we have more fun stuff to look forward to and real substance with each update, and not just paid content, but free stuff to keep you coming back and playing. And then if people are having a good time and they want to spend some money in the shop, then that's the marriage, that's the dance we do. But on that note, I would love to know what you think of the new update. Yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think of the new update for Season 2, what your hopes are for future seasons. And thanks for tuning in once again. Like the video, subscribe. Appreciate it greatly, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care.